Hello everyone, welcome to soundproofguide.com. In this video, I'll talk about how to soundproof an attic floor. Soundproofing an attic floor may appear a little bit difficult at first, however, it's actually extremely similar to soundproofing any other flooring in a residence or apartment. The only potential distinction is the sort of sound that you're attempting to soundproof. That is what this video will tackle. There are two main types of noise that you might want to tackle while soundproofing any type of floor: airborne noise and impact noise. If you want to block airborne noise, you will need more density. Impact noise might require special soundproof material to absorb the vibrations on whatever is causing the impact inside the attic. Let's begin with our top 6 ways to soundproof an attic floor once and for all. Number 1, add an extra layer of 5/8" drywall. If you're looking to soundproof the attic floor, then you might as well begin one level down with its ceiling. Whatever the reason for soundproofing the attic floor, I'm guessing that the main reason is to mitigate the amount of noise coming through the attic floor, causing chaos through the entire house. That might be a bit dramatic, but either way, you want the floor below the attic to be quieter or vice versa. That is why you should begin one floor below and soundproof the ceiling by adding an extra layer of 5/8" drywall. If you've gone through some of my content, you will most likely notice that I use this soundproofing method a lot. The reason for this is because it works. Just a quick pause, if you like this type of content, consider subscribing to our channel. And also in the description below, I will be leaving all of the links of the products that we recommend in this video and also products that we recommend in general for any of your soundproofing DIY project. And I'll even leave a link of those pretty cool bouncy shoes that you just saw, so take a look. And now back to our video. The first thing you want to do here is unhook the lights and install a light fixture electrical box extender. You will do this because of the gap you will create after installing an extra layer of drywall. Make sure to shut off the appropriate breakers before disconnecting the light. Next is have the proper measurements for your drywall and prepare them by placing some green glue noise-proofing compound on each sheet of drywall you will be using. You will require 2 full tubes for every sheet of drywall. Lay the green glue in a random pattern all over the side of the drywall that will be in contact with the ceiling. With the help of another person, install your second layer of drywall on the ceiling. If you're going to be doing this alone, you can use the help of a drywall hoist. You can rent them at your local hardware store or buy one from Amazon for personal use. I'll have the link in the description below. These things works pretty good if you're installing drywall alone. Grab a tube of green glue noise-proofing sealant, not to be confused with the compound, and insert it in a caulking gun. This type of soundproofing caulking will help block noise from coming through any holes or gaps that you might have left on the ceiling. Place some sealant around the lighting electrical box to seal the gap between the box and the drywall. You should also seal around the ceiling where the ceiling meets the wall. This type of sealing will not crack over time due to aging. Now, this step is not necessary but helps reduce a few extra decibels of noise coming from the attic floor with the help of acoustic paint. Paint the finished ceiling with an acoustic paint to give you an added advantage against noise. I'll have a link in the description below of a video that we've made talking about all the facts of acoustic soundproofing paint. Watch the video to find out if it could be of benefit to your soundproofing project. Number 2, lay a subfloor in the attic. Adding a floor to an attic will not only help soundproof the attic but will also increase storage space or create a new room. Before you begin laying subfloor in your attic, you need to make sure that the floor can support the additional weight. The floor can be built using plywood, OSB, and MDF panels. This will increase the insulation by reducing both impact and airborne noise. Plywood is certainly the most affordable material to go with, but OSB is still very affordable. The best quality and better sound insulator are indeed the MDF panels. Before you lay a subfloor in your attic, call a professional to find out if your ceiling can withstand the extra weight. The reason for a professional is that they will be able to tell you if your ceiling trusses can handle the extra weight of not only of the subfloor, but the weight of people walking around or the storage that you'll be storing in the attic. The ceiling can cave in if the structural integrity of the house is compromised by adding weight on weak attic trusses. Call a contractor in the area and find out if this soundproofing method is worth pursuing. I will have a link in the description below on how to install a subfloor. Number 3. Acoustic mineral insulation. Another good way to improve the soundproofing effectiveness of your subfloor is to take out the old insulation that's in the attic and replace it with rock wool acoustic mineral wool insulation. This type of insulation works great as acoustic insulation or as a soundproofing material. Rock wool is also cost effective and has a very high NRC rating. It is also water repelling, hydrophobic, and has a Class A fire rating. This soundproofing method is a bit more work but will give you some of the best results in soundproofing the attic floor. Number 4. Use green glue tape. One good way to make a subfloor an even better sound insulator is by taping the top of the subfloor with green glue soundproofing tape. This is a soundproofing method that you don't hear often. That's too bad because it's an easy and cheap way to improve the soundproofing effectiveness of your subfloor. What makes this type of soundproofing tape effective is that it helps absorb and deaden the noise generated between the floor joist and the subfloor from people walking around the attic. And now for a second product by Green Glue is the Green Glue Noise Proofing Compound. This will be done in the same fashion as the 2 layers of drywall on the ceiling, but this time we'll replace the green glue compound in between 2 layers of subfloor. One sure way to make the attic floor much quieter is to place another layer of flooring on an existing subfloor. Use 2 full tubes of green glue compound for each sheet of plywood. This will act as a good sound barrier and will also add some thickness to the floor, which will in turn reduce the amount of noise coming from the attic. Number 5. Place some soft material on the attic floor. If you've properly soundproofed the attic floor, you will want to look at ways of reducing impact noise even more. One way to reduce impact noise is to add some soft material on the attic floor. One great thing about adding a soft rug or interlocking floor tiles is that it does not only help mitigate the noise from footsteps, it will also help combat echo. Soft materials like rugs will also help absorb all sorts of noise emanating from the attic itself and help reduce echo. A lot of people use rugs to help combat impact noise, but not a lot of people know much about interlocking floor tiles. These types of tiles are made of foam matting with a thin wood finish on the top. This will not only help regarding noise reduction, but it will also help keep the attic warmer than it would in the winter months, saving you on your heating bill. They are also very easy to install and remove if you want to someday change it up. I would try to cover up as much area as possible. The more you have on the floor, the quieter the attic will be. Number 6. Install floor floaters. When it comes to soundproofing your attic floor, floor floaters does a great job, especially by reducing impact noise. Floor floaters are also known as joist isolators and are made of very strong rubber. The reason they are also go by the name joist isolators is that you can install them between the joist to isolate and block vibrational noise or any type of movement coming from the joist themselves. You can install these yourself in no time. All you need to do is place them under each joist correctly. For best results, place each floor floaters at a distance of between 16 to 24 inches. Judging by the number of floaters you get for the price, these are highly effective products. There are certainly many ways to soundproof an attic floor, but if you're working on a tight budget, I would begin with the floor floaters. If you have a few $100s to spend, I would definitely look at building a second layer of subfloor on top of the existing one using green glue noise proofing compound. Feel free to take a look at many of our other YouTube videos and also some of our articles on our website soundproofguide.com to learn many different ways on how to soundproof a ceiling to help you keep the attic as quiet as possible. Don't forget to click the like button if you enjoyed this video, and also consider subscribing to our channel if you like our content. Also, feel free to leave us a comment below if you have any soundproofing questions of your own. We will certainly try our very best to help you. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next video or any other videos in our channel. Thank you very much.